We're going to the UK. They have brought Thomas Kingston's name back in the forefront. Y'all remember Thomas Kingston, the man that they said unalived himself? And we was trying to figure out how could he do that. Well, him and William was together. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But Thomas Kingston was found in a shed, locked on the outside, but he was on the inside, unalived with a bang bang. But the shed was locked on the outside. So how did he lock himself in from the outside? You understand? Anyway, now they're trying to say, I'm gonna let Marad tell you because he's from the UK. That's my friend. Yes, it is, and I'm gonna let him explain to y'all about Thomas Kingston, and also I'll stop it, okay? Because I have to. I can't let it just run through. But here we go. Let me speed his voice up a little bit. Marad already talked fast, so I can't speed him up so much. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. And y'all, as you come in, please hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy the video, hit the like button. Thank you so much. This is Valentine TV. Here we go. Wait. I double clicked. Wait, here we go.
It's on Thomas Kingston, the return of Kate and William, and basically everything just being miserable when it comes to this royal family. Hey guys, this is MERALI, daily and consistent royal nugget out to you guys. We have an update on Thomas Kingston, and it's to do with antidepressants. Doesn't make any sense to me. But doctors have warned about the potential of dangers of antidepressants after an inquest has now ruled that Prince and Princess Michael of Kent's son-in-law took his own life after suffering an adverse effect of his medication. That was the reason. Lady Gabriella Windsor's husband, Thomas Kingston, died from a shotgun wound to the head at the home of his parents in the Cotswold. Professor Joanna Moncrief, professor of critical and social psychiatry at UCL, has today raised concerns about the potential harmful effects of taking antidepressants and warned people to take care when coming off them. She told Mail Online in response to yesterday's inquest verdict, it's been recorded that some people can have a reaction to SSRIs, and this is basically what was going on with Thomas Kingston. He was basically coming off this specific drug, is basically what people are saying. Lady Gabriella spoke out at Gloucestershire Coroner's Court about how people should be warned about the effects, and witnesses experienced worries over whether doctors will be given sufficient advice on handing out antidepressants known as SSRIs. Lady Gabriella's husband had initially been given sertraline, an antidepressant, and sleeping tablet Zopiclone by a GP at the Royal Mews Surgery, a practice used by royal household staff, after complaining of trouble sleeping following stress at work. Mr. Kingston's GP, Dr. Nikki Naunton Morgan, who also holds the title of apothecary to the royal household at Buckingham Palace, said he had been taking duloxetine for nerve pain as a result of an unsuccessful foot operation in 2012, which had left him sometimes unable to walk. In early January, he was prescribed Zopiclone after struggling to sleep, and the following month he was prescribed sertraline as an anti-anxiety medication after complaining of work stress, but stopped taking it after saying it made him more anxious. His Zopiclone was switched to diazepam, often sold under the brand name Valium, and sertraline was substituted with the powerful citalopram. So sorry, these medical names and my stuttering do not go hand in hand together. In a statement read out at the inquest by senior coroner Katie Scarrett, Lady Gabriella said, work was certainly a challenge for him over the years, but I highly doubt it would have led him to take his own life, and it seemed to be much improved. If anything had been troubling him, I'm positive that he would have shared that he was struggling. The fact that he took his own life at the home of his beloved parents suggests the decision was the result of a sudden impulse. She said she believed his death was like...
Y'all know, like they said, he was pop out in the head, allegedly by himself. But how did he lock himself from the Y'all, come on now. Why would you leave your big house to go to your parents' house for your daddy to find you? That is whatever. Alright. But I know him and William was together. I mean, I've done the video on it. If y'all want to go back and watch it, it's under my Sussex Squad, the UK, okay? But anyway, y'all hit the subscribe button, like button, and we're going to carry on with their narrative. They're trying to explain it because right after his unaliving, King Charles asked what would happen to a future king or prince, or the prince and a future king, if they were found to be in this kind of, had done something like felony or whatever. Yeah, y'all just have to go back to my I should have went back and watched it too, but anywho, I don't believe this. I don't believe it. Nope.
Provoked by an adverse reaction to the medication that he had begun and subsequently stopped taking in the weeks leading up to his death. Lady Gabriella said that the lack of any evidence of inclination, it seems highly likely to me that he had an adverse reaction to the pills that led him to take his life. I believe anyone taking pills such as these need to be made more aware. Is basically what the inquest is saying, and now this is turned into some PR campaign from his ex-wife, obviously, widowed wife, basically saying that this is why he took his life, adverse effects on medication. And clearly the wife is also saying he's very happy that there was no work issue that would lead him to go to this level. I don't understand why he would do so. So, in my opinion, I think there's more to the story. It's very odd that this is the adverse effects that we just have to deal with when it comes to this conversation, and these were the reasons why he made that impulse choice. If it was so much of an impulse choice, what makes you think that it was his impulse choice? What it was somebody else's impulse choice that was also there at the same time? I don't know. Because, they're basically saying his ex-wife, widowed wife, kept saying, well, it's very unlikely for him to do X, Y, Z. He was very happy. He would have told me some X, Y, Z, so therefore it was impulsive. Was it also impulsive, or just simply was it somebody who did an impulsive decision that was there? And that is basically being etched out. I feel like this medical adverse reaction narrative that has been thrown now into the conversation of Thomas Kingston is convenient. That's just basically what I believe. It's very convenient. It's out of nowhere. It was never being discussed in regards to Thomas Kingston and what he was taking. But now suddenly, let's throw in some medical terms. Let's throw in some medication, things that he was taking. And now
Right, because back then, when it happened, they couldn't figure it out. Man, now they going to throw some medication in there. It was none thrown in at the beginning. It was none. None. But I know he was with William. All right. And that's all I'm going to say about that. My opinions, my thoughts.
There needs to be a story about how antidepressants may not be as safe for you, and that this needs to be a lesson for people involved. It's all just too convenient to me, and it's very bizarre indeed. Now, Kate Middleton and Prince William made their triumphant return with a public working engagement.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, so I won't have to stop it because it ain't going to take long. Y'all know William and Kate went away for Thanksgiving to get their marriage back on tack, get the romance back, all of that. Now we're going to get to see them come back. And you tell me if they happy. All right? If it worked.
But the only issue was that nobody was there.
There they go. Nobody showed up. Except for those.
Nobody went to go see them. There wasn't large crowds. There was no enthusiasm. There was no, cheering, banners, screaming their names, whatever you want to call it, what they used to do, which is an inclination that this royal family is absolutely dying, number one. But number two, that Kate and William are simply not it. They don't have the it factor. Proceed with caution. And they just simply don't have anything that people want to look at. They're very boring. I don't think this would be the same for Harry or for Diana. I honestly don't. Let alone Elizabeth. So is the royal family dying, or the people who are in succession just heavily boring, and they need somebody to revitalize that family? So I don't know what that will be, to be honest with you. Now, Channel 4 are coming out with a new documentary on the royal family, I believe, in regards to finances. In other words, they're not holding back. There's multiple documentaries that have been released. The exposure on William and Charles, and then Camilla, the wicked stepmother. And since then, we basically have another one that is coming out soon. I believe this weekend. I can't wait for that. My eyes are definitely peeled. Camilla, I believe, now has pneumonia, they're saying, or some kind of health update. This doesn't make any sense to me. It's all very convenient. I think she's still hiding out from everything that has happened, because I know that this horse would definitely want to be at every public working engagement, especially a recent one with the Gothard Royals. But at the same time, if she's ill, then I guess she's really ill. But could this also coincide with that wicked stepmother Channel 4 documentary? As calculated as she is, I absolutely believe so. We think one step ahead. Camilla is 25 steps ahead. So I definitely feel like she always thinks about where she wants to or not wants to be seen. And for the fact that really exposed the relationships with her and the press, clearly shows that this particular woman does not want to be seen right now. She wants the empathy vote. She wants the empathy perspective. I'm sick. Look at me, etc., etc. And therefore, I'm going to shy away for a couple of weeks and then come back when the whole thing has gone down, and let's focus on some stuff. Focus on me, because I do feel like her returning to this engagement isn't benefiting her, because it's not the focal point. She is not the focal point. So it is intriguing to me. We will wait to see when Camilla returns. We definitely will. When it came to William, in that recent public engagement, once again, he was swaying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The continuous swaying, I don't understand. Maybe he lacks some vitamin D. Maybe he needs a blood test. Or maybe there are so much stressful situations going on the nights before, because him and Kate look miserable together. The more so after Kate coming out of the cancer situation, you would have thought that they would have looked better together in public engagements, more united, more happy, more glorious. But in actual fact, they look more ridiculous, more sad, more disconnected than ever. It's truly severed whatever connection that they have, and this is a reflection of that. And him swaying back and forth, maybe he's He's tired. He's not getting enough sleep. He's stressed. He definitely has lost a lot of weight in the past couple of years. So there's definitely that to see. But he definitely looks very stressed the way he's walking back and forth and swaying back and forth at these public engagements. I'm sure he doesn't even do that anywhere else. Hopefully, he could sway himself to Turkey to fix a new hairline. Let me know your thoughts out, guys, when it comes to this video. I wanted to rush through some royal topics. It's been a while. I wanted to catch up with you guys when it comes to the story of these royal nonsense people, let's just call it that. And there's just a lot going on with them. So do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and sound off in the comment.
All right. So, yeah, I haven't done the royals either in a long time because it's boring. They have became slum lords, and people are coming, the people that lives in their houses, they own there in the UK, and people are paying them rent, the property tax stuff. They're getting all that money, and the people are living in darn rundown houses with mold in it. They don't even want them to get double pane windows. It's very cold. That kind of stuff. Slumlords. But the people can't come out to them because they'll get put out with the other people that are living in the streets. Alright then. That's it for me. I'm out. This is Valentine TV. Y'all be safe out there because things are not what they seem. I love you. And I'll see you later.